Hi everyone, it's Donna here. I'm just going to show you a quick tutorial, I hope it's quick, how to make this little book. I've got some ATCs in it. I think it's quite lovely and it's very simple. As you know, I've been on a bit of a kick doing ATCs. I made this here the other day. It's a little box and pull it out and you've got these ATCs. Okay, and they're beautiful. I love these. Going to make some different ones of these. So I've actually chose that to go in there and go in there. So it's a little box, simple, very, very simple. But this is what I'm going to do today. This is so simple. It's been around for absolute ages. So let's get on to it and I won't waffle on. Okay. Well, now I do have a lot of this stuff on my blog. If you ever want to have a squeeze, which is Donna's Creations. Okay. Now, this is just I think this is 120 GSM, but you can certainly do the thinner that you have, the better it is. It's just a bit of copy paper. I am going to fold it in half. Try to get this pretty accurate, like so. Get me bone scorer. Okay. Yeah, so that was pretty simple. I'm going to get this score power, but you certainly score board, but you certainly don't have to have this. You can score with anything, you know, just a pen or pencil, a pen that's got no ink in it, of course. I'm going to score this on 3 lines, and that would be on 3 inches. I'll make sure that's even. It's 3 inches, 5 7/8 inches. I do go in inches, but I also do in centimeters as well. So we've got 3 inches, 5 7/8, and 8 3/4. Make sure that's straight. 8 3/4. Okay, so there's my 3 score lines. I am going to try to keep you in frame, but honestly, I'm hopeless at this. So I'm going to turn it around for me. I know that you guys probably prefer to have it that way for the moment. I actually have a whole container full of stuff here. I'm going to get one of these knives. I had another one, but I don't know what I've done with it. My real good one. So what you're going to do is that from that score line, even though you can't see it, but you will shortly, from this first score line to this last score line, you're actually going to cut in the middle, straight along that fold line that we did just a second ago. Okay. And you do need to try to get this pretty accurate because it's all about the fold. So I'm going to there. And I'm just going to there. So first score line to the last score line, as you can see. Okay. Now, once you do that, you put your ruler away, you don't need it. Then you're just going to burnish. Okay. You're going to burnish your lines. And this, my dear people, is your book done. This is the hardest of it. Okay. So, that's what you come up with. So, you got A4. You score at 3 inches. You score at 5 7/8. And you score at 8 3/4. You cut between the 2 score lines after you've folded in half, as you can see. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to simply, see that? 2 ends together, And you're going to push it towards the middle. See? And then you're just going to fold your book. And you just got to fiddle around with it till you find the right way it all comes together. And I think I'll go that way. That's why I said you need to be pretty accurate to get it together. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it should go that way. No. I'm going back down. Now, because I haven't glued it together, and all you simply do to glue it together is put glue on it, put it up like that, put it together, and then glue it together. Okay? Now, you've got all these pieces here. Can you see them? That's what happens when you fold it together. You can either leave it like that if you want it a little bit shabby, because you can then cover strips of paper there. So it's like a cascading effect basically, if you want to. Or you can grab a knife and you can just trim it off. So it's really quite up to you. Okay? But that's basically how your book is made. So that's really, really simple. That's how this was made. I did trim it off. And these are ATCs. These images are an AI image. And they are from I Love Paper Digital and AI. And Shasteya, oh my gosh, I apologise for your name, Bellarose. She actually is a designer, and I just printed them out, did a few odds and ends, and put them in here because I thought it was so cute. Now I do all my backgrounds, and I thought while we're here we could do a quick background. I've started off with a mat on here. That's going to be too big for this, but if you do a cascading effect, then it's not too big for the next one. Okay, that was 2 7/8 by 4 inches. We can trim that down. Oh, well, look, we'll do it now. So this one would be for this cover. I'll just do a quick little line. And that would be 2 3/4. Oh, a little bit before 2 3/4. Just a little bit before 2 3/4 by 4 inches. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're just going to quickly do a little thing what I do for my backgrounds. These are all my backgrounds that I do on my cards, all these here. And all I simply did, because I only want the outside, I have got these. I use Uncharted Mariner, Wild Honey, Weatherwood and Rusty Hinge. So I go from lightest to darkest, of course, which is Wild Honey. And because I only want it around the edges, you're not going to see in the middle, that's fine. I'm going to do Rusty Hinge next. I need my brown. As you can see, no big fuss. I'm doing a little bit of the Uncharted Mariner. And I determine what's on these is by what is on these. Okay? That's what's on these. Okay. So I might do that little bit of a pink. Got a little bit of pink here. So we'll leave that for the moment. Or shall we? Yeah, let's do that one for the moment. And I've got a little bit of weathered wood. And that's just bringing them all together. Okay. Now this is where at this present moment I am going to get my tool with Memento ink, and I'm going around the edge right now. I like to do most of my inking together. I don't know, I mean, you may have a process. This is mine. I like to do it all together. So really simple. Wasn't that really simple? I need that left out. Now I am going to also do some stenciling on here. And this stencil is from All and Create, number 21. And I might actually do some pink, something totally different. Sorry for bumping it. I might get some Victorian velvet. And I've got that. And put some of that on. Why not? Why not indeed? I can't help myself. See, I went in the middle. I don't need to, but I did. Okay, there you go. There, I did. I need to do some around there. And around the edge, you see where I've got it not on the edge. So once you've got that on, you're not really going to see it. Not too much. I think I need just a little bit more on there. And I think I'll go Wild Honey, actually. That's the thing about this. You can just do what you like. There's nothing to say that you cannot do whatever you want. Okay? Everybody gets so caught up in, oh, but is that the way you have to do it? Is it the way you have to do it? You're supposed to do it this way. There's no supposed to do anything. You just do it the way you want to do it. Okay? I'll put that to the side. Now I've got a stamp. And the stamp is from All and Create, number 438, Ephemeral Digits. And sorry, this was called Rhythms. Now, this is how I do mine. You can do yours how you like. You decide which way that goes. And that's the way. You can certainly put it onto one of these blocks. Or you can put it onto your hand because these are quite sticky. And just around the edges. See, it doesn't matter that I've gone up here. That's fine. Okay. That's it. That was pretty simple. I've also got some of Distress Marker Stains. This one's called Sugary Gumdrops. I am going to just do a tiny drop on there. Hence, this is where this comes from, this book. I've got this, and it's only a cheapo visual arts diary. It's A5, very, very cheap. And inside of it, I've got all scrappies that I've stamped off, and like this. And as you can see, it's got lots of scrappy stuff. And this is where I will spray this. And you don't need too much. There you go. Simple. Really easy. And I'm just going to get my heat gun And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it on camera. So I am going to just off camera. Oh no, it does fit. It does reach. It does reach. Only takes a sec. Done. See? Simple. Okay. Now, put that away. I'll clean all these and just mess up after. Now, the other thing I want is some pens and some washi. This washi tape is so old, and I got this from a garage sale, and I could tell it was really old because when you go to peel it, right, it does not peel much, and it's real sticky and it tears easy. Okay, so I just like a little bit of this washi. Now you can put it where you like. I like putting it there, and I might even put a little bit of this one on. Like I said, you can see how old it is because it's discoloured. Remember that you're only going to be needing it from the bottoms or the sides, because this here is going to be covering it up. Okay. Now, I have got a Sharpie. I've also got a Posca. You don't need Posca. Sharpie is fine. And I will show you that by going just along the lines. There you go. You need it if you want to have a gel pen. You can use a gel pen, but you do not need to go and buy these because they're so expensive. You can just do Sharpies. You can use a white gel pen. I happen to have a white Posca, so I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to do some dots really quickly. I would normally take a little bit more time, but honestly, do you want to be watching me doing dots and waffling on? I have stages I go through, so I might come up into my studio for every day for a week, and then I mightn't come up for months. So that's basically it. I think I'll go that way. So I'm going to bend that a bit, because once I printed this off, I then put it on black cardstock. Did a bit of washi tape. Did a bit of whatever, shiny, dimensional magic, a little bit of sparkles. Okay, and then this simply goes on to here. I am using a liquid glue. You don't need to. You can certainly use double-sided tape. You can actually use one of them if you don't have either of them. You can have something like this. You can use other tapes or glues. This one here is from Contour Creations, a clear one, which is quick dry adhesive, so it can be a wet. There's so many glues out there. I'm not going to give you a rundown on them because there's people that actually do that. So do need to put a bit of glue on that because this is quite firm. This is quite firm and bends up kind of thing. So we'll put that there. Because I've used glue, you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Now I'm going to do just some decoration. I'm not going to do any down here because that's where, so you can't really see that, but I can see a little bit, but you can see that whole thing. Okay. So I'm just going to put some white dots over what I just did. Again, you can use a gel pen. This here is a Wink Stella pen. You can use them if you got them. You can use coloured markers. You can use anything that you choose. Coloured pencils, kids colouring pencils. There's nothing to say that it has to be anything fancy. Nothing to say that. Okay. Now, I like putting the little words on mine. So, I might just grab this one. If I can figure out how to undo this one. And let me see, what does she look like? Twilight, maybe? Too dark. Definitely too dark. We need a light one. What about charming? She looks charming. Well, you can put anyone. But we'll go charming. Now, I've done it quite thin now. Normally, I put mine, raise mine, but because I'm going into a thin book, you don't want it raised too thick. You don't want to have them that wide to go into one of these. Okay? And that's how I made that. So I can put that on there if I should choose. There you go. And then we've got a little book. Really simple. Really easy. I don't think there's anything else that I need to show you. I'm going to go and clean up my mess now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.